peek inside the cabinet, we're going to talk about vertebrae. Now, if you reach around to your back and feel up your neck and down your back, you'll feel a series of bones. This is our spine. The spine protects the spinal cord, which runs from our brain down through the spine to reach the nerves to the rest of the body. The spine is made up of separate little bones called vertebra. If you look through them, you can see that there is like a whole tunnel you can see through here. And I've got most of a goat spine here. I've articulated this to kind of put the vertebra back in order. You can see there's some different shapes depending on where you are on the spine, and we'll talk about each of those. One of the reasons that our spine is made up of multiple bones, the vertebra, is so that it can be flexible. Each of those areas of those bones, you can get some movement back and forth. Because if our spine was just a straight tube, we wouldn't be able to bend over or to the side or move around much at all. What we have left here are just the bones. But each of these places the bones touch, there would have originally been some cartilage connecting them, providing a little bit of cushion in between so that the bones don't grind together, and it provides a little bit of space for them to flex around. I was given a bunch of goat bones, including most of a spine, by a friend who raises his own goats. I decided to reassemble the vertebrae into a spine. I started by dividing the vertebra into 3 types of vertebra. These types of vertebrae are the cervical, the thoracic, and the lumbar. I started with assembling the vertebrae from the lumbar. This is the lower part of the back. Each of the bones fit together like a puzzle piece. By looking at the shapes and sizes of the attachment points, I was soon able to assemble the lumbar. After I had all the lumbar bones assembled in the right order, I put a wire through them to help hold them together. You can see how the spine can kind of flex and move, as well as see the tunnel that is made through the holes in the middle for the spinal cord. Next, I moved on to starting to assemble the thoracic vertebrae. These are the vertebrae in the middle of the spine. They are also the vertebrae that the ribs attach to. After the thoracic vertebrae have been all arranged, I slide them onto the wire as well to hold them together. Lastly, I work on arranging the cervical vertebrae. These are the vertebrae that attach to the skull. This part is slightly trickier. I'm missing a few of the cervical vertebrae. You can see the cut marks here from when the animal was butchered for food. Eventually, I have a mostly complete spine put together where you can clearly see the 3 sections of bone, the cervical, the thoracic, and the lumbar. Assembling and examining bones can give us a much better understanding of how animals move and what their structures are. Get out there and explore and learn about science. I'll see you next time. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.